Hello everyone, today is an exciting moment. I'm right next to the all-new Mini Aceman. Now, I have mixed feelings about this particular model. At first glance, the first thing that came to my mind is like a crossover version of a Mini Cooper, because I saw the 5-door Mini Cooper, it's just outside. Now at first glance we can see Mini has abandoned the circular headlights in favor of something more sharp-edged. It looks like an arrow pointing towards the grille. So it's quite interesting how they've gone about it. Me personally, if you want me to be honest, I'm not a fan of this idea, but I think the Mini brand had to evolve, and same for BMW. So it's a good way they're going on about this, and they've employed some sharp edges on the side. Now, from certain angles, it actually looks good. Like what they did with the Mini Countryman is beautiful. It's chocolate fondue. But then doing it on the Aceman, it depends. Now, this particular Mini Aceman costs 48,000 euros. So it is a similar price tag to other electric crossover SUVs from the Volkswagen Group, from BYD, or from Tesla, you name it. Now, there are two important things to note about this particular Mini Aceman. This Mini Aceman is electric. Another thing to note is that this particular Aceman has the John Cooper Works trim level. So this means that all the exterior bits that would have the hard plastic have the piano black instead. And this is beautiful because, believe it or not, I saw the Aceman with the hard plastic on the exterior. I'm just going to be honest, I do not like it, but it has an appeal, right? It does have this crossover vibe. As part of the John Cooper Works, you get these design as well, and it looks very good with the Mini Aceman. Now, what will be even interesting is if you have the stripe over here. The stripe is optional, but if you don't have it, that's fine. Although, if I'm honest, it looks better with the stripe, especially it pairs well with this little design over here. Now, for the door handle, it's visually like what you see on a BMW, on a BMW. Then listen to the sound of the door. It's very similar to BMW. Now it's time to check out the interior of the Mini Aceman. The interior is very, very evolutionary, modernized, and at the same time simple. Okay, when I actually meant modernized, I meant in the context of simplicity. The steering wheel is the first thing that stood out to me. It looks stylish, but at the same time it's so thick. This is the thing I noticed about BMW in particular. They love thick steering wheels, and I just don't understand why. I think it's better when it's thinner. On top you have this, it's thin, but then, and also down there, but then as you're at the 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock, that's where it's thicker. So, but it doesn't matter. Now, you want to know something a bit funny? I like how there's a touch of piano black right here. Then as you look at the steering wheel, it's all plastic. And then the window buttons are visually similar to what you see in a BMW. The screen over here is where all the magic lies. This is where you get the climate control. This is where you get the media control. This is where you get the navigation. The navigation is very similar to BMW, and it's very responsive, very easy to use. There's no swivel wheel down there, but then to be honest, the infotainment system is at your reach, and it's so cute. It's very responsive. And watch what happens when you change driving modes. I think some noise will come up. All right. Okay. There's no noise. There's no sound. Oh, this is so cute. Whenever I pick a driving mode, there's this sound effect. This is cute. BMW is known for its infotainment system and how engaging it is and how funky it is. Over here, you get a start-stop. The way to power it is by rotating. Now, the design of the door is a revolution. I've never seen this before, and I'm not entirely sure it's like you get this one single handle right here. This is something unique, something new, but it took me a minute to figure out where the door latch is, and it's right here. The seat is on the sporty side, I should remind you all. That's why the headrest is a bit firm, and you do get electric seating adjustments. Oh, that's a plus. The back of the driver's seat is like, the top is plastic and everything. Although I get enough knee room, leg room, and the headroom is good, given that it has a panoramic roof. And the headrest is a bit on the firm side, but it's fine. Although it should be noted that the only person who gets a handle would be the front seat passenger. Nobody gets a handle. What are we supposed to do when the ride gets bumpy, especially if the driver engages go-kart mode? And for the boot space, you get an adjustable floor. Now this is very, very practical, although the floor doesn't go very up, so you do get a ridge right here. But to load luggages in and out, it shouldn't be an issue. The body paint doesn't stick out that much, so honestly, it is fine. But I'm just going to remind you all, the Mini brand is known for its style. When it comes to practicality solutions, it seems like BMW takes the trophy, although you get a nice 12-volt socket over there. So here's my conclusion of the Mini Aceman. The only thing I can think of is if you're looking for something bigger than a Mini Cooper but smaller than a Mini Countryman, this Mini Aceman is for you. With the John Cooper works, for a price of 48,000 euros, it is great value for money.